are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hi everyone, it's Melody Lane. I made a card in Design Space. I'm going to share with the people who support me on Patreon. They can get this file for free. They'll actually get two files. This one is done with some things in the subscription, like this exclusive font. See that? This is also exclusive to the new Cricut Access. Cricut Access is just a new name for the Cricut subscription, and you get 10% off everything you buy. So they'll get this file, and then they'll get a blank file that's totally free in case they don't have the subscription, or they want to change it in any way they want. I'll also show you at the end of this video in Design Space how you can change this if you want to. Let's get started on the card. I embossed this with a Cuttlebug folder called Hugs and Kisses, because it's Hugs and Kisses card. What better way to emboss it? Let me get the base of the card folded. The easy part is folding this part. I have this scored. The Cricut Design Space scored it for me, or the Cricut Explorer scored it. There's also a score line on each letter, next to each letter on both sides. This is Cricut black paper. So what I do is I just do one at a time. So this fold here is a mountain fold. And then this one is the opposite fold. So it's a valley fold, so you fold it up this way. You could turn it over and then fold it a mountain fold again from the other side. And if you do it wrong, you can do it again. So the card will sit like this. And it will fold like this and fold close. Then you open it up, and it's just a pretty card you can set out. And if you want to get these really smooth, once it's folded, you can go over it with a bone folder or a credit card or your fingernail or even nothing at all, and it'll be fine. That just gives it more of a crisper fold. Okay, now let's put the layers on. I also made these layers in Design Space. First one is this one. No, I'm wrong. First one is this one. That will go like that. But I wanted to put some ribbon on here or some washi tape. I should probably put ribbon because I embossed it. I think I do want to use ribbon. I think this was Christmas ribbon that was on clearance. This is going to go on here, up here. This is the new pearl paper from Cricut. The red, and this is the new paper. So how I do this is I just put adhesive on there. Make sure it's straight. And then, okay, these two red pieces, they should be the exact same size, so it doesn't matter which one you use. But getting it on straight is something more difficult. You could use glue, and I probably should have to get this on straight, because then once you use glue, you can move it around a little. And I have May's Art Glitter Glue. See, it's not uneven. It's too high at the top. So I'm putting glue over the dry adhesive so I will be able to move it around a little. Let's see if this works better. Okay, it's on there a little straighter now. Now, I'm not going to make a bow, but I'm going to put a knot in it. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can with this, because one side is glitter and the other side doesn't. So we'll see how it looks. Try to turn that. There. And I'm just going to cut the end off. And I need better scissors. Hate that when your good scissors aren't really handy. Okay, now this is going to go on the front of the card. Okay, now I'm going to stick this right here. Okay, so let's do the inside. That goes there. It's perfect. You can get this glue at maymaymadeit.com. It's nice because it doesn't dry so quickly, so you can move it around a little bit if you need to. And I wanted to show you the pen that I used to write this. This is a medium point pen, the Very Berry. It's from the Candy Shop Medium Point. They have Candy Shop Fine Point, but I use the medium point. Looks more like a marker. But of course, you can do any one you want in any color you want. Okay, I'm going to stick these pieces through my Xyron machine. Got these lips. Okay, now these pieces came together, and then this is the piece that's cut out in between that I could use anywhere I wanted. There. So here's the front of my card. And then the inside. And of course you can do any images you want on here. You can do any paper you want. And it sits like that. Let me show you in Design Space how to cut it out and how you can change it. Because I had to lie to Design Space on my mat size. Okay, now I showed you how I put the card together and how I did that, but you can do that differently. I give this file to everyone who supports me on patreon.com/melodylane. It's only $1 to pledge, and you get this and over 100 more files that all you have to do is click on them or copy and paste the URL, and it'll open this up. I made 2 files for this. This one is the one that's included in the subscription. If you don't have the subscription, you won't be able to use this one because it has exclusive content for the Cricut Access only. Cricut Access is the new name of the subscription. This image here and this writing, this font, is exclusive to Thoughts and Phrases. If you didn't hear about that, let's click over here on Insert Images and let me show you how to find those. There's a Cricut Access. I'm going to click on Cartridges, and search thoughts. So here are image sets. This will not be a cartridge. It's exclusive to the Cricut Access that costs $9.99 a month. Or if you pay all for a whole year at once for $95.88, it's only $7.99 a month. But I use this one, Thoughts and Phrases, Good Times. So you can click on here. And it has lots of writing and cut files. This is the one I used. If I wanted to, I could have just had it write it, but I wanted to have it cut this time. So I just wanted to show you some of that. And the font I used, let me show you. I had this font attached, and these are all separate, so I could do separate sizes. So let me show you. If you wanted to change the font, you can click, select it, click Detach. So now they're all separate. Like this is how I had them set up. I did 5 different boxes. I can click on that because I haven't changed it at all. Click on Edit, and you can see it says Thoughts and Phrases Brushstroke. That is the font I used for all of these, but I could change just one of them if I wanted to. If you don't have Cricut Access, you can't see this font. Here it is, and here's Emmeline. Let's see what that might look like as Emmeline. There it is. It's just a little bit different, but I think I like the brushstroke better, at least for this project. Let me see what Smiles looks like with Emmeline. I didn't try that one. I did move the letter spacing closer together. Oh, I think I might like the other one better. I'm horrible at decisions. And they changed back to black. So let's change the color to Very Berry. And this one to Very Berry. But now I have to attach all of these so they'll write on there. So I'm going to hold down my Command key or your Shift key on a PC. Click on each one of those. Whoops, I think I missed the of. See over here, it's not selected. Let's try that again. There we go. I can see they're all selected. I'm going to click Attach, but they're still not attached to the paper. They're just attached to each other. Let's select the paper. As you can see here, the square is now selected and click Attach. You can also change the color of the paper. I decided I wanted to do a black background, but I could click down here and change it to any color I want. Let's do pink. So there's a pink background if I wanted. Or you can just use whatever color of paper you want. So I just wanted to show you a few things of how you can change that. And when I hit go, okay, I'm going to use the new Cricut Pearl paper. I only want to use one 12 by 12 paper, not two. This wants to split it up. Because this image takes up all the room this way, and then it adds these, it thinks there's no more room. So we have to lie to Design Space. Let's go ahead, let's click 12 by 19. We're going to tell it our paper is 12 by 19 and we're using a 12 by 24 mat, but we're not. Let's see how much room we can save. Actually, I think these will fit together pretty well. Let's move these up here. Let's do this over here. And this down here. Make sure there's nothing overlapping each other so they'll cut out properly. Okay, it's all within 12 inches. This is the 12-inch line right here. So we're pretty good. And we have 3 more inches over here of saved paper. Now let's look at the next one. That's pretty good. Let's scoot this over. And we can actually put this up here. There. Now we're saving lots of paper here. And we're good. Let's hit go. Select our device. And it tells us to load the scoring stylus. Now make sure you read that blue line because later on it's going to tell us to load the pen. So I don't need to cut this out. I've already done that and showed it to you. I can't show you how I made this card in Design Space because it took me like 6 tries to cut it and resize it and cut it and resize it again. I don't even know the measurements. I just had to keep welding and slicing and adding and attaching, and I did so much I don't even know the measurements. But I used all basic shapes to create it. And this font was just the basic font, Cricut font. And it was free. I've already shared this file with the people who support me on Patreon. After the shoutouts, I show you what some of them have done with this file. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video, but first here's a shout out to a few of the people who support me on Patreon. Thanks for watching guys. Bye! Carol, Patricia, Sandy, Stephanie, Missy, Nancy, Lydia, Beth, Marty, Trish, Carrie, Michelle, Becky, Jeannie, Rhonda, Nancy, June, Becky, Catherine, Tara, Carol, Tabitha, Shannon, Bonnie, Donna, Bibi, Christy, Nancy, Carla, and Bonnie. Thanks, guys.